Hello, says Beacon.
Welcome. Good boy,
Like that chair?
buddy. Good job. We practiced for hours.
Pulled it off. Now he's exhausted. Hello, everyone. Alright, we're going to start out with one that is very much in the theme. And we'll get to talking, but thanks for being here. Two things in this world that I cherish, and don't take much money, and they don't involve marriage. Hounds and whiskey, whiskey and hounds. They both lift me up when I get down. They'll be by my side till the day that I die. They ask me no questions, they tell me no lies. They ask me no questions, they tell me no lies. I guess that how I view it, that I don't like most folks when it comes right down to it. So I keep my best friends around. The one that I buy at the corner store, and the other that I found in the pound. Hounds and whiskey, whiskey and hounds. They both lift me up when I get down. They'll be by my side till the day that I die. They ask me no questions, they tell me no lies. They ask me no questions, they tell me no lies. And I don't care much for the news, 'cause when we get the real story, then I often feel used. And I'm tired of being there for. So I turn off the tube, and I add an ice cube, and I wait for the bourbon to cool. One is man's best friend, one's got a tail. These are the two relationships that have yet to fail. Hounds and whiskey, whiskey and hounds. The greatest tunes that I've ever found. They'll be by my side till the day that I die. Greatest comforts. They ask me no questions, they tell me no lies. They ask me no questions, they tell me no lies. Let us know if anything sounds totally wonky out there. Alright, so welcome to our second live concert here. Hopefully you saw the first one. If not, there's probably a link going up. It was all historical reference songs last time. This one is a little less serious, but as we will figure out, every one of these tunes has a beast in it somewhere, whether it's all about a beast or just is mentioning a beast. So that's actually one of my newest songs. I've written a couple since then, but I wrote that on Christmas Day when we were in what was that town?
What was that town?
The Aura, where you could get pictures of your aura.
Sedona.
Sedona, Arizona. Yeah, so this past year in Sedona, Arizona, it was Christmas Day. That's when I wrote. I think I wrote that whole thing that day. And then now I'm going to play one of my absolute oldest songs, in which, and it's nice. Bert's here, and Bert has played on this one. He wrote the first bass line for this tune. Salute to your happy hour. Let us know what you're drinking if you're drinking. Right now we are doing two great local wines. This first one is Bump here in Sonoma. Awesome wine. Get the shot of it later. Okay, this one is called Hunky-Dory. Entering the story is an elf named Dory, and fields grew green and true. He lived in a house with his little wife Alice and some kids. One was 10, one was 2. He was a jolly old elf who never thought of himself, only thought of the happiness to come. They would dance and sing praise to the spring and have such glorious fun. Now laborious stories often come of oratories, but this one I think you might like. For the hero of our story wasn't like all the others, not like Fred, not like Tom, not like Mike. See, Dory and his kin lived out quite a ways. To get there from town took an elf most 2 days. Considering Dory wasn't known for his speed, he grew everything he might possibly need. And out in the garden right next to the pears, where the children were playing puppy dog hairs, past the ferns, next to the berries, there grew the crop that made Dory most merry. And it wasn't asparagus and it wasn't thyme, about no such plants would I sing such a rhyme. He grew it in the shade so it would stay cool. It was his toadstools. 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 Now Dory was a wise old elf, very wise indeed. He grew his stools purple and he grew his stools green. And when they had ripened, I tell you what he'd do. He'd pick those toadstools, put them in a stew. But this was like no stew you'd ever had. The Dory had been drinking it since he was a lad. He brewed the stew for 3 days or more, and then into a bottle you did pour the vile liquid that looked nothing like wine, but was guaranteed to make you feel fine. 3 weeks before the elfin New Year, Dory pulled out the bottle with great family cheer. Scent was quite tempting when removing the lids. Full bottle for him and half each for the kids. And after drinking, you always felt full. Dory loved his toadstools. 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 Now this is part of the story when things get a little strange, for the world of our drinkers began to rearrange. About writing this song the most. I didn't write it all in one sitting. I definitely wrote it in a few different sittings. But I remember the first bit of it was definitely written driving between Worcester, Ohio and Athens, Ohio. And I remember driving south to Athens on, what is that, 77? 77, 71? I forget, I think it's 77 over there. And getting a whole bunch of it in my head and literally pulling over. I don't even think I got off on an exit. I could have just pulled over the side of the road. And, but I remember like jotting a bunch of it down and then getting back on the highway. The next morning, though, kids woke a little smarter. Let's try that again. The next morning, they awoke a little smarter. The kids hugged their mother. The kids hugged their father. Get the gist of the story, cause Dory didn't have any gold. Dory didn't have a mansion. Dory just had a little old hut with no need for expansion. And Dory didn't have 16 silver sheep, and Dory didn't have a pool. One thing Dory sure did have, that was his toadstools. Toadstools. Toadstools.
I can hear Shauna's harmonies when I hear that song.
Adam and Jack as well. Good one on that. Anyways, yeah, that was a old tune of mine. Okay, so this next one is a relatively new tune of mine. I wrote this in Grand Cayman last year or something like that, and it started out with a thing that my dad said, and it was just a crazy amount of for sale signs, and we were just like fascinated by it. So and then it's just a blatant Roger Miller ripoff. Because why wouldn't you? Roger Miller's great. I can kind of keep track a little bit of who's there, but anyone there, Leroy?
I actually had to go off the feed a bit because I was posting this all over the place. So I'll tell you on the next
All right,
break.
we have the beautiful and talented Rachel Leroy over here. You can't see the ham hock so well, which kind of sucks.
Oh, let
but
me adjust him.
he's right over there. That's the
I'll
ham
adjust
hock. But if you come on, say hello, because it's impossible to know who's there. So even if you just type a dot and hit return, it's nice to know. Nice to know people are there. It's nice to know where you are if we don't know you. All right. So anyways, this one is called Dogmestic Partner. Face maybe a little bit more, like face forward. Yeah, there we go. That's quality. Here we go. Home for sale, make me an offer. Was gonna repaint, but I figured why bother? I'll throw it all in if the price is right. The washer, the dryer, even the wife. You know the cat's not available at this date. But I've been known to negotiate. It won't take much to move me along. 'Cause if you're paying cash, yeah, I'm already gone. Sure, I'm taking the dog, no, he's not being offered. Sure, he's purebred, but he's been altered. He's my right-hand hound. Him and my equity will get us off the ground into a new life and a brand new build. Smell of fresh paint, dreams yet to be killed. The interest rate is nice and low. He's been wagging that tail since we closed escrow. Fresh foundation, not a crack to be seen. Newfangled lighting, modern everything. With burgers every night, there's no need to beg. He's been claiming the neighborhood by lifting up his leg. We got a new life with no more nagging. Sure, he's my main man, so his poop I'll be bagging. I'm sure the underwriter did not assume that the hound would be the one with the second bedroom. Although he sleeps on my bed and he sometimes begs, his home is worth every cent that we've paid. Although it might seem a departure, I'm happy with my home and my life and no wife, and his begging and my four-legged domestic partner. Yeah, Facebook does need an applause emoji. I even printed out the lyrics to these songs to make sure that I did not screw them up. I'm really good at remembering my own lyrics and generally remembering lyrics, but nothing but the finest today. Alright. Yeah, should I play this on... yeah, I'll play it on this guy. Okay, this next one is a song called the Cottonwood Gamble. And it is... I almost played it in the historical concert that we did, but I did not because it's actually a totally made-up history, like completely. There's a town called Cottonwood, not far from here, going north. And I just liked it, and I thought, for some reason, I think I even said it when I saw the sign one time. It was the Cottonwood Gamble, and I had this thought of like the Cottonwood Gamble being like back in the old days. I pictured like some guy like trying to squeeze one more run in before the snows hit, going over like a mountain, and they called it the Cottonwood Gamble or something like that. But it's not true. Well, I hate to see him go, waiting any day on snow, drinking turpentine to kill his mind, and he's saddled up to ramble. The Cottonwood Gamble, taking many a man, left many a widow hence. But a man must do his best to get down in time. When your back's against the wall, summer turns to fall. When they got you beat, you can't stay on your feet. You burn both ends of the candle. The Cottonwood Gamble, you got nothing to lose. Pray a storm ain't coming soon. Mount upon your lonely steed, I grant you Godspeed. Pappy done did it, and he never was the same. Started drinking turpentine. Mama said the gamble was to blame. Me a good friend. When he married his wife, it done took his life, cause he just couldn't handle the Cottonwood Gamble, taking many a man, left many a widow hence. But a man must do his best to get down in time. He didn't get down in time. He didn't get down in time. He didn't get down in time.
Ohio reunion going on here.
Yeah, no, Marcy said she was going to try to.
You got Marcy and Ty and
nice.
Jen Irwin
nice.
and Tony Coppola.
Ah, Coppola, sweet.
And actually, I don't know if some of these people are Ohio or not, so I might screw up. Drew. Drew's on there.
Nice.
We've got, you already know Bird's on there. Nikki Fisk.
Oh yeah, Nikki said she was. Yep, she said she was gonna come on. Actually, I was just tagging photos, old photos. That's part of my quarantine to-do list. It's to tag a bunch of old photos. I was just tagging a bunch of Nikki in Athens. Well, thanks guys. Nice to be hanging out with you, such as it is. Okay, so here's another tune of mine. I actually forget exactly where the Beast reference is, but I remember it's the bridge. And I actually really like this bridge for some reason. So anyways, this was a song I wrote quite a few years back, probably 10 years at this point. And those of you out there that are songwriters will understand, especially when you're first starting to write, how everything you write sounds like a freaking cliche. So I kind of started thinking about that, and you know, I can remember almost every song I wrote, but I think there was one that I wrote before the first one that I can remember now, but I remember thinking it was so freaking cliche. So thinking about that, I ended up just writing a song called Cliché, and it is all cliches for the most part. And the other impetus for this, I remember, was Isaac Carter. I don't know if he's on the stream or not, but if he is, he's definitely, oh yeah, it's not really following here, but anyways, I can't read it. So if Isaac Carter's on here too, he's got twin boys, and it was at Tall Toad Music, and I remember I was hearing his conversation over there, and someone said, yeah, the time flies, right? And he said something, I don't think it was verbatim this, but it was basically that, what was it, the years race by, but the hours crawl, basically. So that was, I think, my first lyric that I had in this. So anyways, this one's called Cliché, and it's always for Stuart, if Stuart's out there. Heavenly Bovine is a floater. I was going to wait and only play it if it was requested, but I think I can play it since it's now requested by a bunch of people. Okay, but here's Cliché. Well, I'm stuck in the mud and I'm spinning my wheels and I'm splitting hairs. You know how I feel, and as fit as a fiddle, and I'm swimming upstream. Never go home, if you know what I mean. Try to raise the bar and I roll the dice. I make a run for the money, I make it twice. I take a long walk off a short pier. I'm pushing everything into high gear. It's a cliche, oh, we're taking it day by day. And the hours crawl and the years race, and I stand in line so I don't lose my place, and I say what they always say, and it all seems to be a cliche. Well, I lost a step, but that's the luck of the draw, and they're dropping like flies, and I had a close call. You can pass the hat, pass the buck, you can pass away, but with a little luck, you're the kind of person I can pin my hopes to. And I just got an idea out of the blue. I'm drawing a blank on how to say something new that's not a cliche. Oh, we're taking it day by day, and the hours crawl and the years race, and I stand in line so I don't lose my place, and I say what they always say, and it all seems to be a cliche. Seems like it's all been said before. Opportunity has stopped knocking at my door. Even the early bird can't find the worm. Well, I do something strange to throw off the trail. Empty the ocean with a garbage pail. Put a soft pillow right next to a rock. Gonna smell the roses, but I ain't gonna stop. Just like the bull in the china shop, the Proverbs chicken with his head cut off. It's lion's share, a needle and hay along the road to hoe. It's a cliche, oh, we're taking it day by day. Well, the hours crawl and the years race, and I stand in line so I don't lose my place, and I say what they always say, and it all seems to be a cliche, and my life seems to be a cliche. I do like that bridge. It's one of my favorite bridges I've written.
Drew wanted to know what guitar you were playing. I don't know which one he was asking about. It might have been that one, or it might have been that one.
That one back there, Santer, is a 1926 Martin Single Lot 18. And the one I was just playing is a 1926 Double Lot 18. And this is a 1943 LG2 Gibson. With the one-piece mahogany top. It's my favorite mahogany top guitar I've ever played. I really was blown away by it when I first played it. I usually do not like mahogany top guitars all that much, but this one is just glorious. What else is going on over there, Dulcer?
Well, there's no way that we can keep up with the comments on this one, but I will tell you that you've gotten applause and clapping and hellos from your dad and Rob Beamer in Central New York.
Nice, thank you.
Dale, Sean Hopyard, of course, Hopyard DJ, Loyal.
Yes, and that I would bet, but not positive, but I would say that Hawkyard and EJ probably have the best audio setup for watching something like this.
I think my brother Mike.
Or Mike, yeah, those would be the two that I would
Yes.
put, yeah. Mike or, because neither of those guys mess around.
Yeah, Mike and Heather watch it.
Yeah,
Say hi.
nice.
My mom and dad.
Hey, Block
And
Island.
Tom Dixon.
Tom, hi.
Timothy Benton.
Ben.
Yeah, yeehaw, coffee. Bo Chung.
Yo.
My Aunt Kathy.
Nice.
And cousin Nathan.
Cool.
Monica. Lori and Franz say hey.
Okay, I'm going to play another one. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to play this request because it was requested by multiple Athens folks. Hopefully Weber's on here still. I think I tried to invite Darren, but I'm not sure if that guy is technically still alive or not. But this is a tune that I wrote back in college, and we used to do a whole, we do a little part in the middle with like this kind of swing, jazzy background, and my buddy would go into a new story about whatever he kind of wanted to, but with a theme that follows this theme. And this one is called Heavenly Bovine. And I wrote it living in Athens, Ohio, on Hooper Ridge Road, and looking out at some cows, I'm sure. It's a love story. Well, I came from the city I never knew I could love. I came from the city I never knew I could love. Heavenly moor, sent from heaven above. First time I saw Bessie, I knew things were going my way. Second time I saw her, I fed my friend some hay. Third time I saw her, I was ready to play. Eating hay in the sun. Bessie and her others, they smother me with fun. Well, I'm here all the time, don't my baby look fine? She's my heavenly bovine. She's my heavenly bovine. She's my heavenly bovine. Baby, she's all mine. Hey, baby, I wanna hear you go moo, 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 moo. I said, hey, pretty baby, I wanna hear you go moo, 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 moo. watch out, baby, you know I'm coming soon. Hey, baby, I wanna hear you go moo, 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 moo. I said, hey, pretty baby, I wanna hear you go moo. I can hear people out there mooing. I said, watch out, baby, I think I'm coming soon. I said, watch out, baby, I think I'm coming soon. Okay, that was for all the Heavenly Bovine requests.
Your mom's watching.
Hey, hey.
And another Ohio, Krista Shaw.
Shawster.
Megan Rand.
Yo.
And Tamara Fox. Like, we haven't seen Tamara in forever.
I think I sent her an invite. I think that was one of the ones that got through.
And Chrissy, your Aunt Chrissy.
Oh, nice.
Hi.
Well, now I gotta move it because I was gonna do another blues after that, but now I'm not going to do another blues. I need to do. Oh, and Santa, yeah. Oh, I told you that's the. Yeah, Gene. Sorry, change of set list. Let's change the guitars. All right, so. This is sort of another lascivious, is that the word I'm looking for? Salacious would be another word, I think. Boy, it is cooking in here. Nice. Okay, so this one is a song called the Hard-Living Confessional, or just Hard-Living Blues. Why I wrote it, I was kind of writing, I kind of wanted to write a song about a guy on his deathbed who was kind of a scoundrel and lived very poorly, and at the end of his life he's on his deathbed and he's, needs to make his confessional, and his confessional is basically like, I don't really regret anything. I lived as a scoundrel. He lived long. I pictured him in his 90s as like a hard-living, whiskey-drinking, cigarette-smoking sort of guy. And he's just like, yep. Oh my goodness, you're fighting me right now. But this has one of my favorite lines that I ever wrote in it. I don't know if it's good, but I love it. And it's a line later that's in the bridge, and it's well, I'll tell you afterwards maybe. But it's a very kind of throwaway little line, but for some reason it's one of my favorite lines I've ever written. And sorry to tune, but gotta be done. And I believe I'm doing this in
Andy New Love.
Hey, New Love. Wow, this is a Athens reunion.
Aaron, Evan, and Simon said hey, and Dante says
Wow, maybe I'm not going to play this guitar on this song because it's just not what I'm going to do.
because it's so hot here.
Yep, I think this is the key I'm doing. Sorry, that was a really long preamble. Hopefully you all were filling up your drinks or doing shots or whatever. So anyways, this one is the Hard-Living Confessional. And I'll tell you what line I love in this afterwards. Not tooting my own horn. All the rest of the lines may suck, but I really do like that one. And it follows the theme pretty much right away. I like fast dogs and tight women, red wine and slow living and the such. Dipping my toes in warm waters, though I don't get too much. Living is hard, but it's hardly a struggle for me. And on the day that I'm dying, I won't be denying a thing. I like a good wager, and I'd wager that I owe you a bit. But I also liked women, and I liked your wife once or twice before you two quit. And I begged and I borrowed with no thoughts of tomorrow or paying it back. And in my life I've been beaten by aces and deuces and jacks. I like fast dogs and tight women, red wine and slow living and the such. Dipping my toes in warm waters, though I don't get too much. Living is hard, but it's hardly a struggle for me. And on the day that I'm dying, I won't be denying a thing. I like brothels and pills, 'cause they kill all the ills that the days can bring. And just for a moment, the world is only what's happening. I got time in a plenty, and my piggy bank's empty, run out just like my days. And my liver's fought hard against whiskey and shard and cocaine. I gave all that I could, I guess even less than I should, but I guess I gave all I got. Hard living is hard for me, I guess it was not. I like fast dogs and tight women, red wine, slow living, and the such. I dip in my toes in warm waters, though I don't get too much. And living is hard, but it's hardly a struggle for me. And on the day that I'm dying, I won't be denying a thing. Yes, on the day that I'm dying, I won't be denying a thing. Actually, I guess it was not during the bridge, because there's not a bridge. It's when after the chord change, the key change. So yeah, I like brothels and pills. They kill all the ills that the days can bring. And just for a moment, the world is only what's happening. That's a line I really like, because one thing that is hard for people to do, and the reason that a lot of these vices exist, is like, you know, doing drugs. You get like a singularity of mind, like you stop your mind, right? It's like, it's easy because I play music, it happens all the time. You can kind of stop your mind and be on like one thought, but that's why, you know, like sex addicts, like you're only thinking of one thing, you know, whatever you're into, when you're doing a sport, like it's singularity of thought, and it's just only what's happening, you know. And like this guy, like brothels and pills, they kill all the ills that they bring. Just for a moment, the world is only what's happening. I kind of like how that one came out. Okay, now I guess I'll do that other blues that I was gonna do.
Just want to tell everyone that the cat is laying on my lap. He's part of the show. He's just out of the view.
Yes, I could tilt it real quick.
No, that's okay. Also want to give a big thank you for buying a quote-unquote ticket to this show.
Guys.
To Mike and Heather and
Yes, thank you.
Megan Rand.
My mother. Thank you. There's a PayPal link. We do Venmo, we do Zelle, we do Apple Pay. If you have any desire to throw a tip in, it is appreciated. Okay, so this next one is just a pretty simple blues, but it's got some beasts in it, and I wanted to play a blues. I wasn't sure I was going to play Bovine. Wasn't thinking I was, but it's just a nice G blues, and my goodness, you can't do a whole set without a blues. This one is called the Tagging Along Blues. Actually, once again, to bump over here.
I put a link in the comments to bump. They're so great.
The other wine that we are going to drink after this is the Field Guide from Sean Garvey. Can't tell what year it is.
15. The bump's 14. The Field Guide is 15.
I will try not to jam this thing for 20 minutes like I do on my porch. I don't know, I don't care, I'd go just about anywhere with you, gal. Yes, yes, with you, gal. I'm singing a song and I'm tagging along with you. Rain or shine, wind or snow, I'd go anywhere that you might go. It's true, gal. Yes, yes, it's true. I'm singing a song and I'm tagging along with you. A dog on a chain, kick me away and I'll come back again to you, gal. Yes, yes, to you. I'm singing a song and I'm tagging along with you. A lot of women, but I love you best. It's true, gal. Yes, yes, it's true, gal. I'm singing a song and I'm tagging along with you. I'm singing a song and I'm tagging along with you. Feels like a real outdoor show. I'm sweating and I think the cat wants to go out. I'm gonna let him go out. Okay, buddy. There you go.
I'm gonna leave that door open for a sec.
Really, really loud. Okay. Hope everyone's having fun out there. We are having fun. I think we got a good bunch left here. We got some floaters, which we've already played one. I'll play this one, then maybe I'll play a floater. Maybe I'll play Mule. Mule named Marie, which I have not played for a while, but it's very with the theme. But this one is a song called Don't Get Me Wrong. Who's out there? No idea. I will look at all these comments later too, so if you got something to say, I'd love to hear from you. So glad you're all here. Okay, so this one is called Don't Get Me Wrong. The story behind this, real quick, is most everyone knows, or maybe some of you don't, but pedal steel back there is what I do the majority of my gigging on, although it's not by a huge percentage or anything. So I ended up finding, I found myself in some country and Americana festivals, and I love that music, and I love the playing in country. That's what got me into it right, back in the day before I started playing pedal steel. I realized that I just love those country guitar pickers, and I love that sound. But I'd go to a lot of these festivals, and I'd be hanging out with people, and we'd be like in catering out in back or whatever, and they, I'd be talking to them. The guy would be, yeah, you guys sound really good. I mean, you really picked that thing well, man. And I'm like, oh, cool. So where are you from? And they'd be, he'd be like, I'm from Santa Rosa, which is here in Sonoma County, and it's like born and raised in Santa Rosa, but they actually like had like somehow put on a southern accent because that's what you're supposed to do in country music or something. A lot of people don't, but like a lot of people did, and I always thought it was kind of funny where it's just like, you're from Windsor, California. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe if you sing like that, if you want to sing like that, then yeah, do what you want to do. But I think it's funny when they would extrapolate to like them talking like that. So anyways, this is a song about kind of about that. Kind of about like, I really love country music, classic country music especially, and like pedal steel and all those players and a lot of the songwriting. But it's not about any sort of agenda or trying to fit into anything. It's just like, that's good music. So, again, long preamble. Hope these are more interesting than they are just boring. And if they are more boring, then you have time to go get another drink. So, you're welcome. I ain't ever drove a big rig. I live in the burbs. I play augmented and diminished chords. Don't get me wrong, I love me a country song. But I'm a clean living city slicking sword, and I come from the north. I ain't ashamed to admit it, I never owned a truck. I never kicked Pecos dirt off my boots at dusk. And I go the speed limit in my two-wheel drive. I wear my seatbelt and I'm the first to arrive. Don't get me wrong, I love me a country song. Singing the straightest, riding in a string car. You gotta give a ride to the steel guitar. I shit kick connected, so reconnecting. Like it is. Okay, well, interesting because mine's frozen here. Hello? Mine's just frozen. It's back, really? Because mine's completely frozen. It's scary. Try refreshing. Is it actually happening? Because mine's...
Everyone says you're back.
Okay, very, very strange. Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, it's totally frozen on mine, but if we're back, then I'm gonna trust you. Oh, and it just totally crashed. Wow.
Everyone said it was back.
Yeah, and it just totally crashed, and I have no idea how to get back to it. Okay, maybe that's it. Hey, how to pop, pop, pop? Yeah? Sorry, guys. Is it back now still?
Hey,
Looks back?
I can't tell. It seems like
looks like it is. Okay, don't know where that came from. Alright, so before I go into this first chorus here, I'll clarify a couple things, make sure that we're all back there. What's up, New Love? Nice to see you. So swinging or straight, those are two musical, like you're either playing a swung song or it's straight, is two ways to talk about a song. Gotta give a ride to the steel guitar. A ride is what they call like a steel guitar solo for some reason, I have no idea. So when they hand the solo over to the steel guitar, for some reason steel guitar players say he took a ride. I think that's only steel guitar. Shit kicker or a ballad, pretty easy. Shit kicker is like a super fast jump. Usually straight. And ballad, you know. More about the music than the depth of your draw. Alright, first chorus and we'll get back on the train here. Don't get me wrong, I love me a country song. Swinging her straight as riding in a train car. You gotta give a ride to the steel guitar. A shit kicker or a ballad, a big band or small. It's more about the music than the depth of your draw. I don't live in a small town, I don't wave the flag, I don't drink moonshine, and I can tell the difference in a Pinot and a cab. And I wear loose denim, and my boots ain't tall. My collar is wide and my buckle is small. Don't get me wrong, I love me a country song. Swinging her straight as riding in a train car. You gotta give a ride to the steel guitar. A shit kick or a ballad, a big band or small. It's more about the music than the depth of your draw. Usually there'd be a big jam here. Right now I'm just gonna wipe the sweat off me. I play the git fiddle, and my dog's a hound. And I say y'all just 'cause I think it's a better pronoun. But my thing's my thing, it's really all that I got. A hell of a lot easier being something that I'm not. Don't get me wrong, I love me a country song. Swinging her straight as riding in a train car. You gotta give a ride to the steel guitar. A shit kicker or a ballad, a big band or small. It's more about the music than the depth of your draw. It's more about the music than the depth of your draw. It's all about the music, not the depth of your draw. There we have it.
I have a request from Yenne to say hey to all the Athens folks. Athens folks from him.
Because he doesn't have a Facebook account, so
he
he can't
not
comment.
on Facebook,
Yes.
but he hears us calling out everybody's name.
Hopefully you heard that, all you Athens folks. My dad says hello. Who else is on there? Say hello.
We have Robert Weorick.
Yeah, nice.
Greg Garvey joined.
Greg, howdy.
And Leslie Allen.
Oh, good. She got
which
my...
I wanted to mention, the paintings behind Josh's head
Oh, yeah.
are custom paintings done by the amazing artist Leslie Allen. I'm going to put her link in the
Yes.
comments.
Hopefully you can hear that, everyone. Yeah, we have all all original artwork of right there. We have, you can't see it, but it's a picture of the dog that we had when I first met Rachel. Calvin, aka the Snortster, aka Gimptron 2000. And then we have this over here, a Leslie Allen painting, and that is our old dog, Little Slick McGee, also known as Carbon, and our current cat, which is named Pylon. And then we have our now deceased wonderful cat riding a sheep. You can't really hardly see it, but that was Dr. Squattington P. Hassenfluff. And then we have this amazing, right there, that is an amazing piece of art. I don't know how exactly she did it, but from I mean, I know it's painting, but I don't know if it's, I guess it's oil, I don't really know. But that's Amelia Nemi, Amelia Hunter, and Amelia Nemi Designs. So it's Amelia Nemi. So we have all this original artwork of our beast, and you can't, oh yeah, you can't see it right up there. That's hard to do. That is the cover of another album of mine that is the Swingin' Dog Tale, and it is our old dog Wiggle Slicks McGee, and it's, you know, and this is me and Shauna Anderson. The album was called Get a Little, and that was a very, very accurate depiction of the wings, because her tail
Do you need help?
was a disaster. Okay, now that we have that, I can move on to the Sean Garvey wine, the Revival. The Revival.
Oh, would you like me to pour you some? Is that what you're doing? I'd be happy to.
Sean Garvey makes a beautiful wine. This is the Field Guide blend. And I'm going to set up and do, sorry, lots of talking, but nice to see you guys.
I'll put a link to Sean's wine in the comments as well.
Yes, and Rachel put a link to Sean's wonderful wine. I play with Sean in a band called Obsidian Sun, which I play bass in. And Sean is a wonderful, wonderful songwriter and musician. And unfortunately, we should be playing Bottle Rock here in about a month, but Bottle Rock got moved to November, and our fingers are crossed that we get to play that.
October.
Whatever.
You'll get to play it.
Yeah. Okay, so this song is titled Dusty Dog-Eared Town. Very easily fits with the theme. And it is about, salute to you all. And it's about a dusty dog-eared town. And it starts kind of off with my dusty dog-eared town, even though it wasn't really dusty or dog-eared, but definitely the first verse is harkens back to Worcester. Can't remember exactly where I did this. I think it's going to be there. Hello to all you Worcester folks. I know Lori and Franz are out there. I was born in a dusty dog-eared town where Highway 3 winds on in from the south. A brick ranch house on a crooked street. I left my marks in the wet concrete. Yeah, I was born in a dusty dog-eared town. I grew up in a dusty dog-eared town where old farm hands and dirty snow hangs around. Dry, cold nights that make me weary. The winters are cold, gray and dreary. I grew up in a dusty dog-eared town. dusty, dog-eared town. We marked each year by who wears the homecoming crown. To lead the parade in an open top, time marches on, it don't ever stop. And I came of age in a dusty, dog-eared town. I grew old in this dusty, dog-eared town. I did my time till the change of shift came around. An hour each night to call my own, sit in my chair with the TV on. Yeah, I grew old in this dusty, dog-eared town. And I went and died in this dusty, dog-eared town. A couple of kids dropped me on into the ground. They marked my time with a piece of stone by a tree in the town that I called home. I went and died in this dusty, dog-eared town. Yeah, I gave my time to this dusty, dog-eared town.
I love that song. I want to say, do a shout out for thank you for tickets and tips again. Jane Hahn. Thanks, Jane.
Thank you, Jane.
Rob Beamer.
Thank you, Rob.
Bert.
Jankowitz.
Hawkyard and EJ. And
Thank
Aaron
you.
and Evan.
Thank you, guys.
And Vanessa joined.
Yay, nice. Yeah, she got the message. Cool. Yeah, Adam Lombach, a.k.a. Berticus Jankowitz III, Esquire. Okay, I always hear Shauna on this one. I don't know why, but I don't know if Shauna's watching. She said she was gonna teach till 5:30 and then watch, but hopefully she is, but sounds like maybe not. This one's called Alive and Kickin'. My baby got drunk in the liquor store. She drank down a bottle and she bought 2 more. Damn near busted and my car won't drive. Damn, it's good to be alive. Damn, it's good to be alive. Well, mama's in the joint and my sister's a whore. She owns 3 divorces and she's looking for 4. Every night we visit the local dive. Damn, it's good to be alive. I said, damn, it's good to be alive. Well, the sun come up and the sun go down. Whiskey in my veins and my blue tick hound. Alive and kicking, what else would I need? But some loving from you, Eileen. Give me some loving, Eileen. And she said, no, yo, yo. These 2 melons are just for show. And if you would bother to bring me a bottle, beg, borrow, or steal, maybe we can make a deal. Daddy done died when I was 10. He fell off of his high horse again. The whiskey tried to kill him, but it was too late. Living this life is great. Living this life is great. We ain't got 2 pennies to rub together. I'm as light as an ox, stubborn as a feather. Got a rash on my ass the size of this state. Living this life is great. Living this life is great. Well, the sun come up and the sun go down. whiskey in my veins and my blue tick hound. Alive and kicking, what else would I need? What else would I need? But some loving from you, Eileen. Give me some loving, Eileen. And she said, no, yo, yo, these 2 melons are just for show. But if you would bother to bring me a bottle, beg, borrow, or steal, maybe we can make a deal. Beg, borrow, or steal, maybe we can make a deal. Maybe we can make a deal. Alright, I think we got a couple more. I think I'm going to do a mule, just 'cause.
Yeah. That's the one I wanted.
This is a request from Rachel over there. Did play this with Tanglefoot back in the day. Are Steve and Elena there? I'm really surprised
if they are, they have not shown themselves.
What else are they doing? I see Elena on my live things all the time. Figured she might try to make this one, but no worries.
Lots of people are still here.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you guys. All right, so this one is it's funny. I wrote this before I could finger pick it all. I should probably finger pick it. There you go. I should probably finger pick it. This one is God. I don't remember why I wrote it. I remember where I wrote it very specifically. I was in Petaluma and I was in the sauna, and I was in the sauna alone on Liberty Lane. 9 Liberty Lane, but I was over in the clubhouse or whatever, you know, that basically no one ever used, and I had a sauna in there, and I remember I wrote this entire song sitting in the sauna in one session. The whole thing, top to bottom, right away. So, and it's, you know, it's geographically, that was my first house I lived in when I was in California, so this was 20 years ago, 19 years ago, and it's definitely California centric. I hope you like it. Here it goes. It's one of them story songs. Hopefully an in-tune story song. Sorry guys. You know how out of tune makes me crazy. Okay. Close enough for government work. Okay. Sean and Kirsten?
They have not shown themselves.
Huh. Oh, Sean said he had a long field day. Okay, this one's called Mule Named Marie. Well, I'm on my way, a pickaxe in my hand. I was nothing but a lonely prospecting man, looking for treasure on the hills or out on the coast. Well, I found me a plot of something picking the ground, and I grew quite lonely cause no one came around, and Daddy said the winner's the one who dies with the most. But the most I could find was a nugget or two, and it seemed my guitar could only play the blues, and I soon grew tired of talking to my mule Pete. Sure, Pete was a fine friend indeed, proud as any mighty steed, but there's only so much you can do with a mule. Believe me, I've tried. Now don't get me wrong, it ain't what you're thinking, I'm just talking about dancing and drinking. The conversations are great, he never debated my political views. But one day Pete rolled over and died, and I spent 3 days doing nothing but crying about what I'd lost and what I never had. So I went into town and I cut my beard short to do some prospecting of another sort. Where's the cantina, pal? I gotta find me a gal. out Linda, but she seemed pretty bored, and Luann was more than I could afford, and I started wondering, is a good woman rarer than gold? So I took my things and I headed west, and there's a city there, it's probably my best shot at finding love. So and the first place I saw, I just went inside, where my hand was grabbed by another guy, and he started to swing me to and fro. Well, I was confused, I didn't know what to do, but he sure could dance, and well, I can too, so we cut that rug till it was nothing but shreds. Well, the song ended, the bar let out a cheer, and everyone offered to buy me a beer, and it was all great till he put his hand on my thigh. I said, I respect the way you live, and I really do, and I thanked them all kindly for the brew, and I told them I just prefer a mate with 2 X chromosomes. But I'm a prospecting man, but I ain't looking for gold. I'm just looking for a woman, keep me warm in the cold. I'm just looking for a woman I can treat real good. Well, I met me some women, but none of them stuck, like sifting through the sediments to find a diamond in the rough, like sifting through the cobwebs in my loins. Prospecting in general is a frustrating life, whether you're looking for gold or you're looking for a wife. And then one day, I believe, I hit the mother lode. She was tall and lean, with looks to maim, and I believed I loved her for a newer name. Of course, there's a blurry line between love and lust. But I took her home, and that's where she stayed, and I got a job where I got paid regular, like no prospecting involved. Well, things got bad and they didn't get better, and she wanted to leave, and well, I let her. It's okay, she was always debating my political views. Now I'm a prospecting man with nothing to do. I gotta find me a prospect, find me one soon, so I headed to the mountain with my digging tool. And I stopped and I bought all that I need, some food to get me going and a trusty steed. Actually, he ain't nothing but a broken down mule. But he was nearly perfect looking back on things, didn't debate my views, didn't want no ring. But this mule is absolutely perfect, you'll see. 'Cause I named him Marie.
Alright. So, Hawkyard wanted to know if you had your guitar in the sauna when you wrote.
I don't think so. No, I don't think I did. I do have a carbon fiber guitar now, and I could, but...
We also have another guitar question.
Okay.
Franz wanted to know that if the ship was sinking, and you could only save one of your guitars, which one would it be?
The 1940 Gibson LO. L0.
You're not playing that today?
No, that one's not here. Because it just does everything well. I think so. Monetarily, that would not be the best one to save. But it's just a perfect instrument. Good question, though. Alright. Let's do 2 more. Alright, I'm going to do 1 more, and then I'm going to do 1 after that, and that's going to add up to 2 more. Just because I don't do this one very often, and it's funny, even with your own songs, when you pull up the lyrics, because I mean I have all the lyrics typed out for my songs, and when I pull them up, it's like, oh yeah, actually I remember. Sometimes your lyrics get a little bit rolled off, and massaged into other things. And I don't remember where I wrote this, when I wrote this, but this is one of the very first songs I wrote when I started trying to play fingerstyle guitar. And I realized that a lot of fingerstyle on this concert. And I just like, when I wrote this, I literally didn't even play with a capo. Like, I don't even know if I owned a capo when I played this. So I'm gonna try to play it up, and hopefully this is a key that's gonna work. Thank you all for hanging out. There is something in here that is, oh yeah, pig and a poke. I don't remember exactly what was the impetus for this song. It's been a while. Oh, that's the other reason I want to play this, is it's in the little poem rhyme that I sent with the email and is on the link or whatever. So I'm going to play this one, and I'm going to play one more nice Irish drinking song to end. And thank you all. Thank you to Rachel over there, and thank you to the beasts. Wherever, yeah, he's bringing it. The little dog. The little dog has been right over. Sorry, that's the coach dog. In case you hadn't been able to see. Thank you to Sean Garvey and his wonderful revival wine.
Hey, he joined. Missed you, brother, he said.
Sean Garvey just joined in the last song?
No. He just said hello, I should say.
Cool.
I don't know when anybody joins, but...
Nice to see you either way. We're drinking your wine, my friend.
I just put a link up.
Mm-hmm. We have revival wine and we have bump wine. Both wonderful, wonderful wines. We're drinking blends tonight, it seems like. So, okay, I got this one. I got one more nice body drinking tune. I'm going to play this one because it was in the poem, and yeah, this might have been one of the first fingerstyle songs I ever wrote. Well, I'm not the kind of man for once in a while. Give me an inch, I'll take a while. Well, I'm not the kind of man for once in a while. Give me an inch, I'll take a mile. Give me a foot and I'll take two more. Shoes and attitude you can leave at the door. And I say, things that go away come round again. With you, my friend, every once in a while. Well, looking back on things I guess I should have known. It was the cuckoo's nest and the bird had flown. Hot tin alley in the middle of the day. The way you left me guessing when you went away. Cold wind blowing in a southern night. It was the feeling that things just ain't right. Well, I say, things that go away come round again. With you, my friend, every once in a while, every once in a while. Well, I'm a rich man, a sick man, it ain't no joke. A bird on a wire, a pig in a poke, a hot tin alley and a limousine. It was the damnedest thing that you ever seen. It's knowing that you can't, but knowing that you might. It was the feeling that you get when things just ain't right. And I say, things that go away come round again. With you, my friend, every once in a while, every once in a while, every once in a while, every once in a while. Okay, thank you guys. We got one more. Thank you to Rachel. Thank you to everyone who tipped. appreciated.
Thank you to tickets from Monica, my Uncle Jeff,
Oh,
Boston,
thank
and
you guys.
Mr. Garvey and Sean Garvey.
I'm sure Sean will ship you some wine, folks, if you want some good wine. Rachel put the link up. Okay, so we're gonna go out with the good old Irish drinking song here.
This one's for your mom.
This one is for being in tune, hopefully. Yeah, it's just hot in here. So anyways, we hope to do this one again. If you haven't seen the last one, it was a little more involved, and I don't know, could have been more unique. Nice to play all these songs, but it was also all original songs of mine. I think we played 12 of them. They were all historically based, and you can go to my YouTube site, or Rachel might have put the link up.
I'll put it up.
This one will go up if you missed some of the earlier ones. And we're gonna go out with I have one last tiny little sip left.
Me too.
So
Cheers.
thank you for coming to my our what is it called? Fantastic Beasts and the Songs to Find Them. This goes out to all my Irish friends and family, and all people that know Irish people, and also people that drink, and also people that don't drink, mostly people that drink, but also people that don't drink. I'm even going to tune the low E just for you people. Goes out to Monica drinking the Josh wine. Say that a man is what he eats, but if you blood from the aisles, then you are what you drink. Not coffee or tea, no something bit stronger. Everyone's on the floor, you can last a bit longer. I have a liver of steel and great sex appeal. I'm not a lush, I'm just Irish. Beer for breakfast, whiskey for tea, and if you're gonna tip one, well then why not tip 3? 'Cause it's 5 o'clock somewhere, but that where ain't here. But the sun's up, it's Saturday, so why interfere? I've a liver of steel, and I drinks a great deal. I'm not a lush, I'm just Irish. Brits, and he drank like a whale. He drank and he worked till his body did fail. And the whores on the docks called him Bawdy Lou. He never took one, for him always two. And I take after him in all that I do. I'm not a lush, I'm just Irish. The charms of an Irishman are hard to oppose. We're sexy enough to curl your toes. Even when downing too much of the black, we're legends in the sack. Working day's done, well I get straight rotten, and everything's forgotten. I've a bottle of Bucky tucked into my gut, and my mouth is as dry as a cigarette butt. But I've a liver of steel and a great sex appeal. I'm not a Lush, I'm just Irish. Thank you all for hanging out. I'm gonna end this last verse here. This very, very dramatic verse. So get your hankies. You know, it's a weeper. And I'm gonna kind of put up the beginning graphic, and I'm gonna hang out for a little bit. And if anyone's on there still, and chat for a few minutes. I'm gonna have to break things down and all this, but I'll hang out for a few minutes afterwards. And so awesome for everyone that came on, either live or afterwards. Thank you so much. And when I do die, bury me deep. Sit on my tombstone and pour out the drinks. Let the union pipes play fiddle-dee-dee. Tip one for yourself and then tip one for me. 'Cause I've a liver of iron that is required if you want to drink like the Irish. Yes, I've a liver of iron that is required if you want to drink like the Irish. Thank you, Leroy. Thank you, Hamhock. Thank you to Pylon, wherever he's outside. All right, thank you guys. I'm still gonna be on here for a few. I'm just gonna switch over to the static.